Check this place out. It's got the Undertaker, the OK Corral. It's called Fort Zion. Tourist trap galore, but it just looks hilarious. I'm very tempted to go there, but they're just going to be selling me stuff I don't need, but still cool to look at. All right, so Bo and I are now in Bryce Canyon. We're on our way to one of the main viewpoints. This is the sunrise point. It's a great view of the hoodoos, which are the very unique structures at Bryce. They're like these cylindrical columns scattered throughout the park. So it's supposed to be cool with the sun here, but I'm sure it'll also be cool later in the day too. Just checking out the hoodoos. Check it out. Large structure over there, and then you can see all the individual hoodoos scattered. There's a lot way down there. There. You can see a lot of them right in here. And a lot of them way over there in the distance. All right, check this out. This is sick. We are on the sunrise to sunset rim trail and just opened up to all these gorgeous hoodoos right here. Just look at this. How these things are formed. It's crazy. I didn't stop to talk to the ranger about it, but I mean, it's got to be like some kind of river or water was running through here, I'm guessing, and shaped them this way. It's just like, how could that have happened? There are all these spiky things, like, so interesting looking. There's so many of them and all scattered throughout here. Lots of really cool colors here. It's all the orangish red and the white. Most of the tops of the hoodoos look to be white, and the lower of them get into that orangish red. Check out the view from this angle. Very cool. The sunset is going to be pretty epic from over here. Check this out. You can really see people walking on the trails down into the hoodoos, a trail I'm about to do in a minute. Look at all these over here. There's so many of them. Right there is just a ton. That's the ridge I just came along to walk over here. It's a gorgeous view. And here's just one more angle of all the hoodoo fields to the edge of the Sunset Point view that I was just looking at. They're all just kind of like in this canyon right here. Just this last view I wanted to get from this rock ledge. All these spires everywhere. So I ran into some people when I was at a restaurant somewhere in southern Colorado. I can't remember which town it was. And one of the things they told me about Bryce is, like they said, when sunset happens, everybody comes up from the canyon to see the sunset. But she said that is the time to go down, because you'll have the whole bottom of the canyon yourself. You'll be able to look at all the hoodoos and everything, and just like at your own private vacation. Check out this sweet slot leading right to the bottom of the canyon right there on the trail down. All right, so I am at the end of the Queen's Garden Trail, and I am in the garden now. I think this is the queen ahead of me. Queen Victoria is what it's called. There she is. Looks like a throne, I guess. Just amidst all the hoodoos. They have all these tunnels you can walk through. They've carved into the hoodoos. Opening up to more views of hoodoos. This rock is barely hanging on. Looks like if you just kicked it, it would fall over. And just a mini hoodoo. Very cool contrast.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Ugh, oh, sorry.
It's a ton of contrast here with dark green,
Deep red. I think he's videoing.
light green, and all the red too.
He's like, I can't.
Just like Zion. We were right up underneath the hoodoos right here. I'm with Angie and Sunmer that I met on the trail. And we've been taking some cool pictures, checking all these sweet structures out. All right, so I am in the hoodoo now, climbed up, little trail, and right in between them all. You can see further ahead, it just keeps going up, and these cracks between the hoodoos. There's some scale for how big these things are. All right, so now I'm like right at the tops of these hoodoos right here, right on even ground with them. And here's all these switchbacks where we just climbed up. And now back to the top. Take a look. It's just so crazy all these things form like this. It just doesn't seem like something that would form naturally by water and ice, is what it said. I just don't understand why they make these spires and they'll just like wipe them all out. It's very neat. All right, so tonight I am camping in the Dixie National Forest right outside of Bryce. It's probably the latest I got to the campground because I hung out with the hikers I met today, Angie and Sunmer, and was just checking out Bryce. We did a really late hike, so but I still got a really sweet spot here. Had to go through the National Forest and then just one on the Forest Service Road. There was just an offshoot with a little bit more of a rugged trail, and so I just turned down there, something that most no RV and most vehicles just a slightly more rugged, and then just found this perfect campsite right out here. Looks like there's also a little some wood, and so I'll be able to do a nice little fire tonight as well. So it all works out very nicely. So I have got my leftover steak from last night in this green container, and I don't feel like heating it up on my own stove, so I'm going to say, why not heat up over the fire? It's in this green container. I think maybe it's supposed to help it heat up more easily. I'm not sure, but we'll see if I can reheat my steak on the fire. I hear it sizzling, so that's a good sign. There you go, she's coming along. Just did a quick flip and see if I can just get her warmed up pretty well. I'm probably gonna char the heck out of this pan. It's one of those nice Calphalon pans. I don't know why I brought it on here. I wasn't thinking. I've already kind of charred it and gotten some. It's pretty dirty in some areas, like rusted or something. I don't know, but probably should have done cast iron. But I thought it'd be easier to clean, so I brought it anyway. So, but it's a nice pan and will do a good job, I'm sure. I believe the hottest part of the fire, where you really get the cooking, is all those, all the coals and the embers, and I can't really get a good angle to get the pot in there, unfortunately. So it's not heating up that well, but it's gonna, whoa, it'll be good regardless. Oh yeah. Very good. Heated up just nice. All the way through. Perfect. All right, so I'm here at the Escalantes at the overlook with mountains, and here with Angie and Sunmer. And we're on the way to an awesome hike called the Lower Cascade Falls, where Bo can come and they have water we can swim in. Sounds awesome. And yeah, just an awesome view from right here.
Dang.
Check out these canyons on the way to the Lower Calf Creek Falls, just like the Priya Canyon. Gorgeous. Just got into the bamboo forest.
I love the animals.
All this short mini bamboo. All right, we've got another sweet whirlwind up here. Look at that thing. It's just blowing sand in a circle for who knows. It's like a tiny miniature tornado or something. It almost looks like it'd be fun to get inside of it and fly around or something. Nice little waterfall on the Mossy Cave hike with Angie and Sunmer, going to check out the Mossy Cave in Bo. All right, so I am in the Red Canyon right now, which is a state park really close to Bryce. Similar to Bryce in the area, they have all these hoodoos, which are those cylindrical type formations that has in Bryce, except here everything is red. Bryce had a lot of different colors. It was, you know, white, black sandstone. But here it's called the Red Canyon because it's all red. Check this out. I'm at the Ledge Point Trail at the tip of the trail, which overlooks a large portion of the canyon, which the ranger highly recommended to me. It's a great overlook. You can see I'm right on a little cliff right here, and just this beautiful red everywhere. You can see way over in the distance there. I don't know what that is, but just this is the Red Canyon, and there's some hoodoos, more hoodoos way over there, but there's many hoodoos right here. What's interesting is I was trying to figure out how these are formed, and none of them are formed by water flow, which makes sense. All the hoodoos are formed by cracks in the rock where rain will seep into, and then because it gets really cold up here, it'll freeze, and the weaker portions of the rock will break off, and that's how it forms these hoodoos over time. I think these hoodoos are very unique to this area. I don't know about many other places in the world that have them. It must be because of the altitude and just the geology of the rocks just happen to break at certain angles to form these structures when it freezes, and it's only the hard rock is what's left over.